I've been playing Call of Duty since I was a kid. I played fucking Call of Duty 2. Well, not the original Call of Duty 2, the last gen port, Big Red 1, which actually had a pretty good campaign if I remember correctly. And I played a fair amount of them, but like today, not as much. I believe the last Call of Duty I bought was Black Ops 2, and that's it. I kind of got sick of it at that point. But this move by Activision really shows that they know that the others on the Call of Duty franchise are really running dry, and they know, like, they want to boost up sales, and they know fans want to relive the old games, the glory days. So with Call of Duty Infinite, the latest Call of Duty, they bundled Modern Warfare Remastered with it, meaning you have to buy the newest Call of Duty in order to re-experience the original Call of Duty. Well, I wouldn't really call it the original. It was Call of Duty 4 at that time, but with Call of Duty Infinite, they're just calling it Call of Duty Modern Warfare because it's kind of funny because I believe the younger generation of Call of Duty players may think of Modern Warfare as the first Call of Duty, even though it really wasn't. I guess you could say it was the first Call of Duty that really set the formula. It changed subtly, but it's still the same. Like, I think the only biggest change in Call of Duty was with Advanced Warfare, where they added a double jump, where they kind of taken a lot of cues from Titanfall, and I'm sure a lot of younger gamers probably don't know that Call of Duty at one point was a World War II shooter, which is kind of funny. I remember playing back when it was just a World War II shooter, and that was interesting. I remember playing Medal of Honor. I forget which one it was called. It's the one where the first mission you're on Juno Beach, and man, I fucking love that mission. It was absolutely insane, and experiencing that battle in a game is probably fucking nuts. It's as nuts as in fucking Saving Private Ryan, just not as gory. Like, there's not, obviously there wasn't as much detail as there can be in a movie. Well, at least not back then, because that was way back in the Xbox and PS2 days. But anyways, off topic. Yeah, it just really shows. Like, Activision really knows that sales are lowering and people are getting tired of Call of Duty, and since they're bundling Modern Warfare with Infinite, yeah, like, it doesn't really look too good for Call of Duty Infinite. It really shows that since they're bundling it with like Modern Warfare, it gives off the idea that Call of Duty Infinite can't really stand on its own as a standalone game, because they really know that people are really sick and tired of the formula. I mean, sure, like, when I look at the trailer, it really looks like the devs just, like, they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Like, it's in space now. Okay. Titanfall was technically in space, because there's one part of the game, well, at least some parts of the game, where it's like in the campaign where you're in space, but I wouldn't really call it a campaign. It was really just multiplayer with a little bit of cutscenes, and for some reason story in the background, you couldn't care less. So yeah, you don't know what's doing anymore. When you look at it, it seems like it's becoming less like what it was, but it's still the same gameplay wise. And yeah, the campaign just looks like and the multiplayer is probably going to be I mean, it's the same multiplayer. How many times can you play the multiplayer hours upon hours, as you get home from school or work and get the fucking level 80 and prestige multiple times? I mean, seriously, I remember even when I was younger, I've never really played it at that extent. I never gotten to that high of level. Maybe I've gotten to level 20 or 30 in multiplayer, but I never prestiged. I never prestiged in any Call of Duty game. Like, not at all. I can't name any one multiplayer shooter where I reached high level. Like, I mean, sure, I do like the leveling system. It keeps it interesting, but for the most part, the leveling system just can't be needed. Personally, if the multiplayer shooter has a leveling system, it kind of gives us the idea that the gameplay isn't good enough without it. if multiplayer is good enough without a leveling system, that's fine. But a leveling system shows it's not really, multiplayer not be that great. So yeah. Yeah, I'm sure everyone's gotten tired of the whole like formula where you're this little Rambo and blah 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 and shooting, bang bang, win win. It's like very easy shooter. I mean, personally, I don't really find it all that fun anymore. It's too easy to get killed. It's not that achieving. It's dull, very dull, very dull. It's kind of the reason why I moved on to more tactical shooters where it actually requires that has a learning curve and actually requires actual skill, like Rainbow Six Siege, which is a fantastic shooter. I recommend buying it. It's definitely a fun play, especially with friends. I would definitely recommend playing it with friends. Call of Duty, I don't know, man. I feel like years later, I'm probably gonna just buy all the Call of Duty games cheaply and just play all the games and reflect and probably play the Modern Warfare remaster that way. But yeah, I feel like the Call of Duty franchise as a whole is like near death at this point. It's on life support. That's why they're relying on Modern Warfare remaster. So yeah. Anyways, I'm the Canadian. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.